Hello everybody and welcome back to Wellness Wednesday. We are working on a series called Reversing and Increasing of the Depths. And today we are up to depth 2. We're going to reverse and increase depth 2. So understanding the depths is really important, and depth is really it's a cycle of energy as it cycles into the body, and the body manifests from skin surface to core. So when we understand the depths more and more, we can put a project into a depth and work more effectively with the project to harmonize it. So if there's any second depth projects, for those of you who are more beginner level, if you have any project with lungs, large intestine, grieving and sadness, breathing, any kind of breathing, depth 2 is really the breathing depth, then this flow will be perfect, and it's very simple to practice on yourself. So let's start practicing by placing one hand on our lower back, and lower back right here at the crest of the hip. You can place your hand like there. And the other hand, we will place it on location number 24. So I'm gonna lift my foot a little bit here. We have the little toe here and the ring toe, and then just slide down. Can be all the way up on the ankle bone till you find your 24. Tanya, maybe you can just show it where 24 is. And then just take a few breaths. 24, Tanya is going to show it now. So it's located, we have the little toe and the ring toe right in between, and then just slide it up. So it could be here, could be here, could be here. Just stop where you find the spot that feels tender to you. And then with the other hand, I place my thumb on the sole of the foot. It's just an extra little thing. So that's the first hold. And 24 harmonizes our depth 5. It's born our depth 5. So even if we're practicing with second depth, reversing and increasing of second depth, we're still moving the other depths as well. And that's one of the beautiful things about the art of Jinshin, that we're working on many different levels at the same time. So 24 really calms our body. It harmonizes peace. It harmonizes, brings about peace, and it harmonizes our skeletal system. So it's great for chaos, jealousy, feelings of chaos. It can be physical, mental, or spiritual. So 24 is just perfect for that. So just feel if it opens up, which means that if you had a tender spot in there, after you hold it for a few moments, it will open up, the tenderness will go away, and basically then you can move to the next spot. You can also move around on it a little bit, just feeling if there's another tender spot, and open that one as well since you are there. 2 brings about our innate wisdom. That's the meaning of location number 2 as well. It really aligns our body, so that's very good for if we have back projects. And if we have back projects, lower back projects, then this first hold is dynamic, because back projects causes chaos. And so by holding 24 and 2 lower back, we bring about peace and harmony to our lower back. So with every project, there's also a spiritual aspect to it. So we have to, it's important that we look at it from a bigger level, really, to understanding our projects. Not just on the physical level only, even though that can be the manifestation of it. And then we will move our hand to location number 14, which is located right here at the base of the ribs. And I will just read you a few notes, just keep holding it there. I'm working from this book here, The Depth, and we're working on page 34. So this flow is wonderful for all respiratory projects, lung discomfort, nose projects, coughing, mucus, and the function of depth 2 is deep skin. So sometimes people ask me, what does reversing and increasing mean? Well, when you think of our bodies being a river flowing, within the river there's all these different streams, and one of them may go faster or may slow down or deviate, and we don't know exactly if it goes too fast or too slow or what's going on, but the whole little stream is kind of out of whack, so you want to bring it back to harmony. So that's when reversing and increasing is a very good place to start. We know that depth 2 houses the organ flows of lung and large intestine. So if you feel both of them are in need and you don't know which one to do first, lung or large intestine, or something second depth, something related to second depth, then you can practice this flow. By holding the 14, we're harmonizing our waistline and calming our mind, opening up this bridge between heaven and earth, between spirit and matter. And let's move our hand now to high one, and high one is located right here on the upper thigh. So we're holding 2 on the lower back and high one. High one opens up to breath also, and great when we often see tennis players or when people who are exercising a lot, they're standing like this holding their high ones. So high one is a wonderful location to open up our lungs. And then the last step is moving our hand from high one to 13. So we're now on one side 2 and the opposite 13. So this flow is really just 4 simple steps. And while you're holding this, I'd just like to show you the illustration. So if you're practicing the right side, starting on the right 24, you're harmonizing the right side of the chest and the right side of the upper back. And when you have this condition here, what you see going on here, then definitely this reversing and increasing of the second depth will be very helpful. So you can gently take off your hands and let's briefly back a little bit through the other side. And the first step is holding location number 2 and 24. We have to set this up differently. Next time you can see much, but maybe Tanya can show us again just the locations. So we're holding 24 again, here and here, thank you, and the lower back, that's fine, yeah. And then we'll go to opposite 14. Oops. Now we have to go through some circles to show you all the locations, but these are very simple flows to practice on yourself. And then to high one, and then to 13. So very, very simple. And I'm going to share with you a quick hold to open up the lungs. It's called a mudra. Very simple. We're going to place our thumb over our ring fingernail on both sides. This is the mudra that really opens up the lungs. You can hold this mudra with any holds that you feel tension or tightness, because once the lungs are open, then everything can move. So opening up the lungs, the energy to the lungs is most important. This is a great mudra also when you're hiking or walking and you feel you need breath. It's easy to walk like this, holding your mudra. You don't have to hold it up like this, but make yourself comfortable with it. Easy to do, easy to share with a loved one, to open up the lungs. And breathing is so important. It's good for everything. So that's our Wellness Wednesday for today. Thank you so much for joining. Please like the video if you enjoyed it, and we will see you next week.